Hey guys, welcome back. Grim Reaper coming at you for another video of Raid Shadows. Hopefully doing well and hopefully looking after yourselves. I didn't think I was going to be posting a video today other than what I've got planned on my schedule for you later on. But we've had quite a bit of news dropped from Raidshadowlegends, and this is official news. This is not leaked or anything like that. It's actually coming from the community managers. So let's share this information with you guys and see what my personal thinks of this. So a bit of a roadmap, etc., going on, as you can probably see from the thumbnail. So first of all, disclaimer here: I am dyslexic, so if I get any of this wrong, please be mindful of that. And also, like, if you do want to take fun of it, take fun of it in my stream. So I know what, like, we're basically take fun of everything. Just be bear in mind that someone might see this or anything like that. So just be mindful of that. Dyslexia can be a bit of a problem. Yes, I am British, before anyone asks me about that. Anyway, let's get into this. So let me put this on the side so I don't block this up. I know you've been asking to share some future plans, and your request didn't go unnoticed. I'm excited to give you a little glimpse of what's coming to Raid in the nearest future. The roadmap qualities presents the life qualities that is highly requested and really by the community. I don't know, I'm going to try and pronounce that. Are already planned to be released this year. This year. Let's hold them to it. Anyway, the Tavern improvements. Epic Champions Empowerment. Artifacts presets. Ascended filters. Artifact removal booster item. Okay. And Hydra Clash particle practical rewards. The Tavern improvement will be one of the first things that will be implemented in the next upcoming update. This will help make the process of upgrading your champions quicker and more efficiently, and here is how it will be done. So, first of all, the champion filter will become available in a tavern. This will work similar to the ones that you have in your collection, apart from a few extras that will allow you to upgrade champions who will currently be placed in either of the vaults. Okay. Champion Ascension will become much faster, much quicker, thanks to a little slider that will let you choose your ascended levels of what you wanted, instead of doing it manually by tapping the button until you're done. A similar slider will appear to the upgrade skill tab, and this will allow you to choose the skill tabs to use on when you need it once. So we finally say goodbye to the manual tapping of tomes until the limited slots, and then repeating it over again, it wasn't enough. Upgrading champions will be easier as well with the instant upgrade by simply tapping the checkbox, and your champions will disappear by uncommons and uncommons and rarely champions like rares, epics, etc., which will be selected as a partition sacrifice unless they are currently locked or elsewhere. But no worries, you can manually remove the champions if you need, like if you want to spare our boy OG Death Knight Loveheart. But this change will definitely make leveling up easier, and instead in most cases. Another thing will be improved will be the most complex one of the ball, upgraded champion rare. This will instantly rank up button will allow you to automatically rank up upgrade requirements for 1 or 7 champions using your resources available. Then this will rank up all your champions in a few taps, considering if you have enough food, of course. A built-in filter will be allow you to with chickens, etc. as food. And then if we go on the side here, and then it says the built-in filter will be added to set priorities and limitations for each rank there, like whether the prioritized chicken as a rank up folding for the champions of rank 5, whereas setting a rare champions as a preferred food for champions. We are expected these changes to make your experience a lot smoother and simpler when it comes to using Tavern. I'll be sharing more life and quality assurance on the roadmap once time comes. I'm attaching the screenshots. So let's go and have a little look at the screenshots and see what we think. So this is what's going to be the ascended for the ascended levels. So you can pretty much see that you click on the champion and you can see what you're doing here already. Good job. I really like this update. Like super cool. We've needed it for so long. And you can see here if you've got like 20 like 25-star chickens, which is 22 stars, how many times you've had to go into them, and so tricky and long and stuff like that. Champion training events now will become a lot faster, and honestly champion trainings are probably one of the hardest other than dungeon divers fusions, and they take the longest as well. So like mystery shards now is going to be much easier to use. This is where you can see the filter for the sacrifice of the tags, etc. So that's going to be pretty cool. And then Kale as well. You can see that he's just going to be automatically use all the food available, and he's going to go to a certain level, which will be level 16, which is cool. And then this is the roadmap kind of thing as well, which we'll get into in a second. And then we've got the reserve fault and stuff that you can see here, and then they add it in as food. And then you've got the rare tomes. Like this would be cool when I do this with chickens and this. So like even if you wanted to do it manually, it's much easier anyway. So some people still want to use their tomes bit by bit because on how effectively they use. So yeah, this is an interesting one here. So this is what we're kind of looking at for this. So it looks like empowerment epics. So let me go back into this, and then I'll kind of give you my reports. Tavern life importance. The tavern, honestly, the quality of life has been needed for a very long time, and like I said, champion training, very long stuff like that. So for me, this is a massive thing. Epic empowerment. I would be honest, I'm not a big fan of this, of when it comes epic empowerment, because like we've got the blessed system and stuff like that already. However, now considering how difficult Curse City is, and I don't feel like the live arena stats are like generally enough. Like this is a big thing. Like this is like a big nerve to Doom Tower, to Faction Wars, to yeah, for Faction Wars, and what else? Curse City. Like I know it's not attended as a nerf, but this makes these contents a lot easier to complete. Like you're getting like quite a lot of stats. So if you look at like a legendary, I think you get like 15 extra speed for +4, and bearing in mind you can able to get these. This is going to be good for like champions like Geo, champions like Hugo, like all the powerful epics right now that are in raid. You can get copies. So my advice is for this epic empowerment, start actually thinking about what copies you want. So for me, I'm going to be now prioritizing all the champions that the certain rooms that I struggle on for along the top to stop moving my gear as much, and make my life a bit easier. Like I don't have like a ton of blessings or live arena stats right now because I'm on break from live arena and stuff like that. So this is huge, and this is a good job from Plarium. Maybe consider now rare empowerment as well. That's just something I'm gonna throw out there. But yeah, that kind of helps close the gap a little bit between the epics and the legendaries, because the power creep at one stage between epics and legendaries were like this. We can see the champions like Stagnite and stuff like that come in. They released quite a lot of powerful epics back in the day, and there was one stage where they're like this, and then empowerment came and they went like that, and then there was the blessings and they went like this and then like that, and then obviously mythicals as well. Mythicals are like this, legendaries are like this. Most of the time, depending on where you are or what content you're doing, obviously. So these things are just a great improvement. Now, artifact presets. I'm not too sure what the artifact presets are, but I'm hoping it's just basically copy and paste the builds, to be honest. So yeah, I think copy and paste the builds. So like if I want, especially with Curse City and Hydra, we can have a like a preset for all the gear that you will want for Mishiati in one place, and then for another Sigford for Fire Knight, and then for Arena, and it becomes a way more a smoother process of that. Our artifact ascended filters. Hopefully, this will include stuff like we can find reaction easier, stuff like Hydra Clash and stuff like that. Again, this is a life of quality features for in-game users, not so much early game, because you guys only get like rings, etc. We get all sorts, right? We've got refresh, we've got cleansing, we've got merciless, we've got slayer, we've got all these things. And honestly, even with Slayer, like Slayer is one of the hardest that I've noticed when you're doing like gear cleansing. It kind of like mixes in with the rest, especially like with Bannerlords and stuff that are green. Like they kind of mix in, you know, when you're cleansing like 500 pieces of gear, you gotta be super, super careful. So yeah, that's something I've noticed as well. Artifact removal booster item. Okay, interesting. I'm not too sure what that it's going to be, but hopefully like when we can like trigger a like a free gear removal, but when we want. So like for example, like the XP tokens, hopefully it's like something like that, and then we can activate that when we want to do like Curse City and stuff like that. That'd be pretty cool, and that will help reduce down the amount of silver that we need for like Curse City, and we would probably encourage quite a few people to start trying to clear Curse City and stuff like that. So I know like I've tried clearing Curse City. I've cleared Curse City 3 times. I've used a ton of resources to doing that. I'm on track to clearing this as well for the 4th month in a row. So that is quite expensive overall. And then we have the Hydra Clash partition rewards. I think these need like a massive, massive boost. I feel like they need to double the rewards. I think like even 5th and 4th should get some type of rewards, as long as they meet the requirements, of course. Like we shouldn't be giving them easy rewards if they're not doing it. And I think that just Hydra rewards itself needs a bit of a tweak and a buff, right? Like we get the stones. I think we get like 9 or 10 stones a week if you hit Nightmare, Brutal, and Hard. And honestly, the small stones don't do enough. And there's only so much stone skin and protection that you need for your account. Like I'm pretty full on them. I'm very strict on what I keep now in stone skin and protection, because otherwise, like I'm just holding too much gear and I don't have the gear space to hold them. So yeah, I'm hoping that we're gonna see some couple of primals come in there, and a couple of primals and mythical tomes added in, and a couple of soul stones as well. Honestly, like at least give us one Eternal a week, one Eternal soul stone, and a couple of the mortal stones. I think that'd be really, really cool. Even if they just put these in Hard Clash, like we get a mythical primal and then something for this, because in the day, like I don't know about you guys, I spend 6 hours, 7 hours a week when we go hard on this. If I get good RNG, my runs are nearly 2 hours long per key. So they should be giving us like really, really good rewards, and then if we get sniped, it won't feel as bad. Another thing as well that I would like to throw in this is not a part of this, is sheep. Sheep needs a counter to this game or some type of nerve. I feel like the fastest way of nerving it is nerve it into the ground, let it become a meme, or which won't happen. It's a cash grab. Like they need to make money, they're a business. Some type of counter to the fusion, like a passive ability, or champion rework for one of the free-to-play champions. For example, the champion that we all got, that our Lord Chicken Vault, which is going on right now, put it as her passive ability that she can counter sheep. Like if we get sheeped, she reverses it, reflects it. A bit like a Yuma going passive. It's already in-gamed. It's already in the game. It's already encoded. They put out AoE Hex. The sheep then gets reflected back. That'd be cool. Or allow sheep to be used as like a debuff, right? So a bit like a stun. If you get stunned or something like that, code it to be something like that, when we can put block buffs up and then we don't get sheeped or something like that. Or even reflection, allow reflection to allow it to reflect it back. So like the divine set, not divine set, it's one of the sets that you get from Arena that will reflect the sheep back. That'd be pretty cool. And that's about it from me. Oh yeah, live arena needs a massive buff. The gear's just been buffed, yes. So what I actually think we should do with the live arena is just reduce the chests, right? You know, live arena's actually open right now. Go and reduce the chests. Like 35 wins when you're in gold 3 is very, very difficult. So for me, this needs to be reduced. I would put this on 10. Put it on 10 and bring the primals up. And then we're talking. I think we should put 15 to 20 primals for gold 3. Right, I know it's a lot of primals, but they don't do 2x's all the time. Mercy system is 200 primals a month. So if you earn 20 a month just from this, obviously there's like another 5 over a month, probably from events and stuff like that, right? We don't get many, and you get some in high clash. So probably the max you would earn is probably about 30 if they give you 20 here. You know, and then the gear sets are not bad. Like after the buff has happened, these gear sets are not actually that bad. Like they're very, very doable. So honestly, if they put these on a 10, people will come in and do the 10 more. And then arena gets easier because there's more people fighting. So that's one thing here. You know, people will prioritize live arena. But we don't need another game mode like 3 versus 3 where it's just never took off. Like there's like a handful of people that like this. Or give us some type of currency and add a shop. Allow people to get the primal themselves and get this, get that, and then do like a free copy and paste the free shop. I know it's boring. I know it's not the greatest quality going, but again, it's more goodies for the free to play and people that actually want to play this content. It's extra rewards and some type of control of what they're doing, because right now the 3 versus 3 shop is so outdated. There's no brews, so there's no barrels, there's no feast, there's no mythical, there's no primal. Like there's so much missing from this. And the clan shop, like give us something different. And while you're at it, give us one for this. Give us one for this, because the gear sets in here are absolutely dog poo. No one cares about Swift Perry other than speed. So yeah, anyway, that's my personal opinion, guys. That's I think overall, Plarium, good job. And yeah, great job on that. And hopefully you get this out and rolled out very quickly, and then hopefully you'll take some note of the sheep. And then I think we're on a good road for the rest of the year, and a very positive year as well. So hopefully that's something we can work on. Anyway, guys, I've been talking way too much. Thank you for watching to the end, who actually has watched to the end. And I appreciate you guys. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Keep an eye on my channel for later, for the video for later dropping. And then for tomorrow as well, we have got a giveaway going tomorrow. So let's go ahead and check that out. I've been Grim Reaper. Thank you for watching to the end. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.